Hello, and welcome back to PSY-POD, the podcast about nothing. The podcast where we bring local people to talk about local vibes. We're just like GST in oil, in parking fee, and also in this podcast. So now, anibinigi 5% tip chinsu ngagi intro nyego. Same energy. Anyways, joined today with Norli. Hello, Norla. Say hi.
Kuzu sachik shudam kuzu.
And who do we have here? Kuzampo, please say hello to our local and international Pensla.
Hi everyone, my name is Choyang Phuntsho. I'm an actor and a mom. Thank you for having me here.
Okay, Lasso. With that being said, live from Juno Studios, PSY-POD starts now.
PSY-POD.
Alright, before we begin, big shout out firstly to DOMCIIP for supporting this podcast. Thank you so much. With this support, we have the nice, crispy, clear audio that you hear right now. Thank you. And also, big shout out to our members. Look up! They're all floating the door. Imagine the Thank you to our loyal and lovely members who are supporting this podcast directly and helping us with the refreshments, see, or electricity. Thank you for supporting. And if you want to be a member, please check the description, link in the description, or press the join button. And this is available for those of you who live abroad. Bhutan and feature Dimindu. We still have some yarge to happen. But it's okay. In the moment, we are still appreciative. And you get such things as early posts, early releases, badges, member shoutouts, and the gratitude of my heart.
Boring.
Check gratitude me. All right. Anyways, yeah, that is that. And also, if you want to be upgraded version of a podhead, we also have podhead pros. So big shout out to our big podhead pros. And they are, sorry, I just double check if they're still there. Okay. We have to give a shout out to Rabsel, Lhendup, Tandin Poops. Wow, Podhead Pro man now. And Pema 639. We appreciate, thank you for being an upgraded version of a podhead. If you want to be a podhead pro, you can check again the link in the description, upgrade plan DA. And this one is a little bit special because you get the special shout outs and also more gratitude. Thank you so much. Okay, Lasso, tttt. Hello, Choyang.
Hi.
This has been a long time coming. Actually, I think last year, June, since that please come to the pod. And then Jamyang told me before that first nachi mobumig reason nachi shadow mobism love there. And
What I said, like, oh, ngaludi katali invitation way, but PSY-POD never, came to me or called me or messaged me. I was like, oh, maybe I vibe me do anime, because what I always what I've seen is like the people who come here are very like, so the cool be, that's what I thought.
Okay, but anyways, thank you for joining. So let's talk about random stuff. Let's talk about let's see what we were talking outside before we started. GMC there now. So let's talk about that.
I am working for the 9-10 days ki trail DOMCIIP Lotus Bone Trail selappe kasilota lube Pema junigi chunlam se. So ngaji godama guru rimochina dulu jumdalu Temachu bumdalu meme badala. Ma ultra pan is isiga sarpang shorpang Dzongkha se anila me shorpang se. Ma ultra pan le beon malaya be nabjilo negolo telena lebe ya tele tongsa nabjilo telen Deki di ya bumtalu anibe ya bumtalu pipchi se anibe suni dula. So ngachigi ani trail di daru tachi retrace pege rebuild pege. So along the way, there's a lot of communities in Mebala. So, ngachigi gadimchibe anibe maleon lamditutin if in the long run tourist attraction jo anibe bewachin. So, any communities lue pintove se kaslam ecotourism and stuffs like that. Yes.
So you're
it's
leading this, yeah.
No, I'm one of the members there. We have people from the DOT Department of Tourism ginale, GMC Spiritual Work Stream ginale. Then we had BBS last time, BBS ke coverage be. Then DOMCIIP skilling program ginale. So anibe doila.
The chigi role gajimanna.
So I'm basically promoting LBT. So please follow us on TikTok, Instagram, and also Facebook lah.
So mapani anyone who wants to join the trail like
The navana say me once it opens to the public, the tudi ngachi first ani survey base hauchi planning and survey team na inga. So ani be jo hauchi. So the ngachi second week I think February 11 the Nazi le imamu Nazi jisedim chigale. Now we are going to deploy these soups. Zamchab gobe lam ko gobe lam nam se de to chira de menova hemaru nungi lam me wade nu data yu mena. So ane be the some parts ani mige jumi sube so ana khalu lam se gobe. So ane be the deploy base so hopefully March 3rd week nale we are going to have a pilot walk of invitees the kaga chunga de labni mi. But yes.
So the walk comes time take long.
It's supposed to be 10 days. They would ngachigi 8 days na complete be.
So ani walk na jo in their camp hold be the no the jo the
walk na jo de se the ru the mi gadim chi invitees this also jimi this so much ni ko walk na jo be to be mo it's like trekking and zumbe. They would ngachi the survey be ra oni dige ana kachi zona wa kachi zona okay elevation gadim chi do na plant ki species kachi me forest ke type vegetation ka de do katikar ngachi note down baby ongo badal. So anyway.
Okay. Then anything else with James is the DOMCIIP that are la.
Me?
I'm not allowed to speak la.
Me, a very simple person, no work. Kam do mujhe. Oh, give me work.
But next movie project you're saying this weekend
yes,
start
yes. It starts on the 12th.
You can tell us about that gachikolumu.
So this is basically this film is going to be an adaptation from the book Dear Sogel Lamidi. Anime. The Dear Sogel ki story de I'm sure most of the people they read
like surface like
so
like boomchie bushchie kuniga shit happens
so it's about Togel. That's not her real name but Togel se tago midru mugi chuba whole life she has lived as a sex worker. Okay, sex workers that's the right term. Okay, so it's a movie story of a sex worker, but her whole life has been a sacrifice. She does a lot for people around her. So anzum baby.
Okay, did it change the soil? Oh, interesting. So then when do you expect this movie to come out? This year at Tonga?
Yeah, this year at Tonga.
Okay.
So 2-3 months shooting, then post-production, then hopefully it comes out by September, I think.
Okay,
yes.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Perfect girl reprise almost.
The story is quite different, very different actually. I'm sure Buklami de Shedong. It's very different.
Okay, interesting. But sex work in Bhutan, because I think more. No, this is okay to talk about because see, exist but legal minigi they operate in a grey area.
Yes.
Because what I read from last time in articles when sex workers sue COVID time business, even their business went down. They couldn't sue since there's no protection and regulation minigi. They feel like worried to go to the Menka and say that and stop the things because then again the police will not protect them because you're doing something illegal. And a grey area they operate.
I'm not saying that we should legalize it or whatever and but what I've seen outside, like especially Singapore, Thailand, it's a business
of course, industry.
Baby, and then I protect monthly checkup, so ani the rate story some of the anzum lab the kungi dunu the lab they go around with anybody and there are cases where they are abused to imagine anzum if we the legalized bin na mabini ngai love malame ngai robi
me like if you want to protect them more, legalize bego. And if you criminalize, then you cannot protect criminal what activities. So I mean gray area and operate bego.
Yes.
And then if you think about it, as humankind, world's oldest profession the
Yes.
World's oldest profession
Yes.
Hunting
Yes.
them.
First job, hunting was for the family.
Come on, it's hunting.
Brothels was for the livelihood meme.
Imemo the brothel the yazi ngandam sum bilante anika.
Pa Singapore no domen legally lumen nga khasmas research bito mo. Khora me allowed me lo.
They
Khora
bring
chigi
it
me
outside.
then they can only the people who are not Singaporean citizens are allowed to do that service.
But they can only work for certain years, maybe
Yeah.
1 year, 2 year, then they'll be sent back. Then you are never allowed back in Singapore.
Yala.
It's like that.
As ma pas shendoeta도 오면 돼 아니 비신.
Gelang si. Shendo to mema. Gelang se the street ki mingra. Because I went there ani ki gelang gi ana site nara there was a monastery Shacha gi. So nga na jodulu. Then I was like people were standing there with guns and everything, ani be chika. Tinga gachi se sagi these are aniloro.
Brussels.
Ani red
light
district se ani be lab de khongi. And I was like what?
Mapa that's not the topic which you cannot talk
Yeah.
too much about. So
Yes.
okay. Let's talk about anilage Dato me this mamshi chekole shedo and maybe there's some few who don't know who you are more. So for that reason more cheki background story I share the more the seriousness hon landigi just touch on it so to make it simple cheki acting career more gadev gutsi and then how did you reach to this position just short and simple.
Only after I gave birth, when I did my first film, I think my ex-husband, he introduced me to the industry. I think everybody knows our long story. So, anyway, introduced me. So, my son was 6 or 7, 8 months when I did my first film. So, plane madu movie ni kachi no se I'm a mother the new mother me alu sap ki sa ne beodolo so jag ane bera du beodolo thema chi boi ani then I said okay let's do it I thought it was easy money movies as an actor so aga ji phajo actions which beja turuli lembab chi chimna juni me said that's what I thought but maybe it requires a lot of hard work your dedication lots of sacrifices to be in this industry. I think every work ani kachi ani dumen begomen te annalu kachi labero ra te anim chinale on be first film okay second film okay
first film minga chega
lokona I did with Notes, Kunzang Notes. He was my first keta. I love you.
Someone loved the diva the movie. We had to work on it. Anyways, go on.
So first film Lokona, second Awichim now. Then third first film the OTT platform na benidige. So namisami chikadi ani between the maju they people who watched it they liked my acting but I became more popular ani producers the directors gibana wa ani bumdi beni me zemichi because people watched it ani industry gi mige director producers is tanu but chika gi mige namisami chi matai badala aniga then came Awichim now okay done third film blew up
third film digishim
Gibidungel
okay
watched all of your production baby so it blew up everything I'm here but ngai mano I never thought that mige ngalu animchi kachlanga the
connect
gaun se on screen because I feel like I have nothing to be there wa mige Dzongkha ngai me se te nige ngalu gane me no batla so but Mige except be on this Kachlanga silver screen or whatever except be so I'm thankful
so the Maupomo Chirana career do you want to take this acting seriously or you want to take any as like a social media personality more or acting more or social in charge or is it more
so I was alone for Chimnalu 4 days so I was thinking why because this youth is not going to stay with me forever or and that fame is not going to stay with me forever so ani ngai shelf life chingai so okay better be watching 5-6 years
okay
the fourth year already in more this time
okay
so 5-6 years then anli ge de bego alu responsibility and then before 30 I want to make something of myself, not the films ki theka hubdalu. I think I've the me tam ting of twin size no me badala the delegate the Oscar na jun mashi te din ngaje ati thaka mi chibeda to mosh the Oscar nan jumi so te na duge khapna bego mi be no me be sai ming tam twin sai the delil hak di mi the delil hak di thobe mi thobe ni ming tam gur da tongara gi gadim thobe na ngara gi she badala and that's not going to sustain me in the long run. You know, the thing I get from the Mingtam I have right now. So now you worked.
But check it out lalo zunji beicinde tatina gajidu zunna lalo mede.
Me I have my own plants. Okay, tatina animchi be, tatina okay, at least ngaragi dulu animchi beja, alu di tinje beja, pesha di tuinja. Then nga anibra duinigi plan me batala. So I want to, there are lots of things that I want to do. Taanale kara be masrupi chi ngaragi semka anichi di.
To share bego manase.
Me share bego manose me because I know people will laugh at me when if I say this.
Why? Why not? Because just say it. You're laughing. It doesn't mean much things don't me.
Because I have lots in my mind. Okay, sometimes I think mongo be. Tamigi donga saji twin sai. Da pechi ta the kachichi iru bego be I want to be respected, you know. And that's what I think. Te ruchile no stawchin kane ni mo menumena se aludara jinjebe be dawachindi ngani tsemanala juani beuda di now after this lotus bone trail ngatimpo mapale mawasi. I'm always calling my friends, please take me to Bumta, you know. Ngapa ni je ani ngani duni te. I was talking to my ex-husband the other day, just 2 days ago. Tachu ni inchi lejum be jabda, am lejum chi tseda nga alu chulu tuja nga juni. Ni je o se me ma that ani chobe retreat zumbe ani bra ko jabde no ima anzumchi. That strong feeling chi after LBT, after gurugi on the way sunga temchi du yallama. And then sometimes inspiration the modern shit so hanzum do feeling chi because what I feel like is as an actor I'm a divorcee, I'm a single mom, I'm a mother, so ane beudulu there's nothing more for me than this se no mangage. Because ngai capacity ram chi me bade, and then the log ninja daro boyfriend zo I'm done. I feel like zostu no me dandi
capacity bindu se
ani simchira me me bade. Now I know that either I become an entrepreneur, do my best, or either I go study the large ding de wa ana kapni chira ki sope be got ta ani be ni sem khale de ani
okay fair enough.
So ani be ti di be ma so se ochin alu di ngaragi mo kachi setup be alu di apalu lejume tuja dele ngara ani be duni gi sem mi ta tamasta.
Okay mo alu kamja se no 4 but bus mo bu mo but longer like check it same did mo I get it what you're saying, you know, but then for your best for your aluma ngagi at least ngai opinion ni meta ngalu don't bash me. I think the best thing you can give to your child is time de to share more if you have life to live more. I think your kid will be in good hands, you'll be in good hands also, but then the bond that's ji mijo gas
mijo ai gura leon bat ti ai ngai nga juni zo da ma pali mi ma thombe juni se ding ai nga mo ti lap me ma
alu chika English mo zong
ngai de Dzongkha lam ni try be ba phale di
English mo dana ba an problem do mo kachibena YouTube iPad na kaista mo left hand
internet.
What's on his iPad?
I have no idea.
Be careful.
But I know he's not watching something inappropriate.
Inappropriate ko le meme dana. It's all about overstimulation. Ngachi TikTok zoom na o ane be school.
Yeah.
Alu
so ani
brain easily stimulated. Cocomelon tama chume.
Cocomelon.
Never cocomelon. Cocaine is cocaine. Because ani cocomelon the views daily bade. Views daily through zomba de because konsugi ni wheels on the bus go around every 1 second na different part bade. And colors bright way. So for the
yes.
alugi denle sap thonda kondusugi ni brain ni idle benegi now semen jomba de is equivalent of giving drugs alulu. Some stimulation, overstimulation. So whatever it is, cocomelon the band chatanda.
So ngari she ba ngi alu nam sam chiga excuse me chiga kini mi ane bero ko nam sam ane he's hyperactive. He's restless all the time. The only time ko nam ko sim was ko nyung dalu. Otherwise the so I'm watching a show on this ani Korean gi show chidu. So ana khalu alu anzum teng darungi alu de amchi teng imino khongya zum chidi
hyper I think it's galab also
maybe but that's ani chiga joda it becomes very difficult for a mother to control him ane be ane te kaske mi stational ma mi hoko anzum baby di me khoya stational do he didn't let I wasn't there. He didn't let the performers perform. So andi dara rawe bande then I was worried. The bimshemo the ngai way of parenting the thoda ta chang jang the ane jo mitu vedar na mo
mitu ya to snow
the mapale jora mitu andi the then I'm watching this show where ani alulu anzum patients na sa tin ani damja ani chugel mabeze wachin alu ngu gade beru bema chuba mabesera ani beraja ani show the legend but I forgot the name.
But YouTube no Miss Rachel's in me koiga. Ani legend yes koinga. Mo legend lessons them.
Speech therapy gi dun legend mo ni me no because mo gem laptop kar tim me bat. Te ding yal de tamatu.
But alu the English halam ta do da beujin.
Yalla ma che ngara ham
which means kuna was kan zoom be me the YouTube this. And there na one problem choi alu there na because we have very little Dzongkha entertainment. The alu chungu ga mo do movie te machine konsu silo storyline di follow be me so pa YouTube this cater do the gar alu gi den ha go su ban. But the anime mo Dzongkha problem di. Gar notice be all parents alu the confidence is jam pa Dzongkha lab the konsu the confidence me gi English lab hande ha go go shal digi.
Atsre de ko.
So I think share mo Dzongkha halam chita jime mo ngachi the drop the alu worship so I think is going to be not a problem just for you and you but ngachi as a citizen women Dzongkha he jode ja. So yeah, turn off the cocomelon, turn on BBS channel 1
I think BBS le mom educate skills me app
yeah
I
best ki anale anda be say no
alu chungkui content
but then now TikTok na anime dus gar Dzongkha dub be du ja Naruto chigi de bemba small clips but I don't know I think some people should do something about it. Please have a cookie.
Plus.
I didn't bring but my sisters please have a cookie. Yeah, Nola ask.
Breakfast mazo.
Long jeans.
Nola ask something.
Chondolo ruchutang.
Water enemy ko. Water ja na mom him blow dry chi be.
Na bunji do
zo.
Na dab stay ondolo 10 minutes away lo. Kada beru ani first steward in the mean like Lotus ani ka chila trail the video. Nga da to hago ting like I think it's really exciting because nga chunga deo da like nomba tenga paro jo da wa hema tilu posemi na le bha jinjim ise anzum chi hago I and mashi anzum true na mena but anzum hago da nam se ani ome ba te shiu no wa people 100 years ago they walked the same path no Buddhism pani giden and incredible thomas na giden the chigi ani Lotus can build the Gurumpu chigan build the anzum chiro nanz chiro zidon so why Gurumpu chanale jinjibim
need along the way.
So there might be a lot of places chanale any specific places that you found interesting like
I think everything starting from Jimiling to Bumta very funny thing Bumta lu hibdalu the moment I touched down I cried there. Then I know they'll find it funny because how overacting or whatever, you know. But I've always felt this spiritual connection with Bumta. So I'll give up everything. I'll pay chitani me I'll do tuba Bumta jidiong. But there mo pa schools ta kachiru nara dabese no one video. So then the next day I went to Jampalhaga. Jampa se Jambe me Jampalhaga se. So anakalu ju danga hasalu joji pa kichulu ji the pa Bumta gi the first time me madala. So they're only important amchi in se go ma se ina menadi. So the pa gi jo di jab daz me badala ni kam anyway he's like seated me not like ani kogi come fold be member ma anyway so ani lo maum polu ko ani juni gi taksin anyway tuni de lo anyway jumi de anyway lo te ngadi I was some dreams I'm a young said
young lo sum chmo jun se young
te ta nam sami minu dalo sum
okay
jo
but go on anyways
some ani chiong is ngai lu da to chunse ga ye manim zumbe and then ngai khulula be mongo be jolu chushimena se love an zum feeling ji then nana jabdi go cried zompen and everybody went out so ana this of aluchti gajben namashi ya da kiti gajbe ga say they thought I was sick and zum be say but it was really me connecting with him jo so ani do so dreams gadim ji do and then it's not anime sometimes you don't lack the potential you lack motivation most of the times and then ngachi na the motivation potential gadibi responsibilities bock you down sometimes responsibility gibe cheche ideas boom gage no samata me gadibi rura pharo gi donga joda okay ani ladi chulu gachbi jingop mo we can hire experts from outside from Singapore from there this there chulu gachbi jingop mo chulu gachi kechu use te ani beogane de I'm not blaming anybody anything ngaragi na imbadi mo I have to prove people that ngagi betub zimidi te anigu nga thusho me sino ngaragi so and then lots of things to tell Joe and then I was hysterical Allah ani do and kuju was like something ngagu de zumbe anzum I don't know it's ani checking out the funny feel be don andi rogela bela morara im zumbe but kuju was ngai video chezui ngagu de zumbe choi anzum se like something is saying that this is not who you are and so come back go back so something like that I don't know very funny
Last connection to you don't want it
ji animesi namisami bagcha yudo mese no me nyemagi because nga the tunta milo kajbi lo zewachin darinaba cho hago wenga start bibo me nga class 6 na le ani di beodalo so ani do so yes okay so yachin na ana debachin so yata be yachin ana debachin make me the biggest star the world has ever seen if not ya nana kharathen bada
this sibal hagi suru
mabarangi sigo se yidi
shake god shake but in the end you have to shake okay
you shake yourself
but I think maba shake similarly like I think me gotta give ani it's somewhat relatable like path anabana subana lash go up the door it's like TV tawda ema chunga channel nga dem jim me you watch football hindi serial English serial option sum jim mo the Netflix YouTube nigi come to option the TV na stuck jo me like what to watch what to do to entertain because so many possibilities there in mind na like let's say if I watch football then I cannot watch this because choice baby one good option about this also the sacrifice because my chance me switch the zumbe do you feel like that way like if you take one path so gara pani so now you don't know which one to go dive in them but don't spread yourself too thin chini dem chiti besudo shinga ma mevera
give you 100 anzum idea te ya labo watching ni mind in idea chungkumi omeme te because all of my ngagi nomi ngagi nga ani beni so nomi de gatle omeze watching the I'm not saying as a kitty I'm not respected love me mate but I don't want when people look at me I don't want people to see just a
pretty face who's on the camera and gives dialogue
I know I'm more than that I'm more than that given the opportunity
okay so what can you do to prove yourself other side
so I'm thinking of ways a lot of ways I've talked to my mentors also mapale mige anebe as a kitty daru aluchi bani migi don kamu beroilo some that's ngagi mathep me 아니디 아니 안 좀베 로게 아니 베 아니 베 옴달로 ngai mathe me the I don't even care ngarugo sem kanap me bachin tup no me ngai devudulu te ani me namjin dinte people see you okay KITI is you know be takatsimine to selam vadin as if like ngachedi kache mem zumbe I just say KITI ana bosh ava bosh no.
Okay.
This is not who I am, and this is not how I want people to see me. At least nga aluchi nga jimi mi se malu pete ngo se labni mi dinga joy me chomo nga lo ani yue mi don devada nga ragi budi gi don kade
Titengo se.
pengo wa ni ai ane me ni ai ane be me ane me me zemichi. So this is what I think.
Yeah, it's admirable. But then again, choosing bit more chill, have it there, more attachment to me with the self. Nga de tonga, nga bugi de nga de tonga, which is good in a way because she motivated to do something to provide his image, better life image. She like respect it. But then that more you cling on to that image, mom, he doesn't be. Nam pudani de.
Mete nga zeudalu. nga gutugu sigi jam tugo se malawate nga zuka branded gola gyongo se malawate nga yu ni di ti nga yu pa do te ani nga de lujumbe improve bebe nga de mi gadim chilo charo be subni me this is what I think.
Okay, nice.
So
but I did the yoga then a journey of 1,000 steps, 1,000 miles begins with one step. Then never nimchigitse paumes.
Me nimchigitse I'm not waiting for it.
Okay, good.
Because ngaragi shebe shebe bedo.
Okay, nice.
Atsre.
Okay, hope to see it fruition in the near future.
Yes.
Then we'll get into that when it all comes demo. All right.
Machete da to do interview kate jorunga ane beni ane be begono ane tama after 5-6 years or maybe 10 years down the line ngai be masoji mohema ane labji
kemdo ngai nui ngai dimo it's better to try and fail more than never try. Me these people are afraid of failure more. And success me this mom shots slapdash. Constantly fail be means awesome but never give up. Ma bop ya no ma bop last time they win more. But the people who have motivation, they fail be, they depress, they look try maybe because they already try be say fail be me to so the people who at least have the idea saying that way cheap be try be tagi I'm sure tops the lumis to draw be I never knew then shung then say magi baksa bak jung then let's say in the next life.
Just to I love that I remember the story but I forgot the names so he was studying in a French university. Say it was back then in 1960s ki lo imdeman ande.
Okay.
No. He's a very prominent name but ngaji stu.
That guy yeah.
He was late to class 10 minutes late. So anibi omdalu professor ge equation chi teacher jabi that formula equation chi. So then the cookie the that's our assignment and he solved be up messy. Then he began solving that. Solve baby tamako solve baby professor Luturno. The professor was amazed lo. So that equation was given and statistics ki. Ani imeba that equation was unlo example be jinjimi melo statistics na limitation you it's one ani equation the inse the ani mapali solve for be misuse
so okay
so kugidi ani hamagoa he started solving him about it the koi gadim if he wasn't late to the class kugi mibini mebade ani solve better me subni misela pechani mebade. So now he's later he became statistics nalu na me sami ani kecho hanzum chilo ju se
statistics kecho dogese
mi jestu danga
good hunting la mitai ga movie anna same be ombata ku yani character ko janitor imbata te ko ani solve belong ko university china de anna the professor gilo ani the namsam equation na khe the students to solve belong but ko chika jong but the classroom gi chika whiteboard china and the student the ko the janitor ko clean baby ko tons equation the ko solve beja jong se then professor gi dung but the gam one me the quick last na mindo. So janitor the onse. So it's all about that movie if you guys are interested.
But ko janitor la dani bis konso ni hallway na ni whiteboard china question the deep beam bade. Konso next class you do next day solve your jams. No like that was met gamos doing what the and professor the chini then shuru ko tera demos the janitor the mop on a table to stomach the queen of the moment the kami gumi this dream maybe a poach drop sotan is jojo med tamalas na the komo the solve me and the reason why he did it is because university in the lab already janitor lab books got available do the corporate start doing what brilliant mind but yeah, interesting movie watching Good Hunting.
She together. She loved them in the first movie when you were 8 months after giving birth. So like, how was this process like? Because you're still going through that. Then your body postpartum. So you're still going through biological changes, chemical changes in your mind as well. The first time movie like this newborn babies under 1 year. So how was that all like first movie?
To balance ma be marenga thakara ma sui balance be ni de to ke idhar chetka 1 day na meal che me ba alu dashro ani alu gi didi daru mo kani be mongo just selects and a ma and a hot water to be selects to fira jab chide halam chide. Then I had makeup thing aragi niece dui, so she helps with the baby when I shoot be and zumbe udalo. So I
the set babere.
Bahabera. 4 movies dimchite anibra chapchi.
Set baby mo. Set tichiri on to ko bomb ju
get
dato baba chini me. Dato di ko camera ja anime da no shi.
China bani video me na. Kicha tshomo side na de.
Sure. Dajile tuko mama what's this? He'll have 100 questions to ask.
I'm curious kid then.
I'm curious inko.
Movies ko love the favorite movies gache chunga now top 4 movies favorite movies. Sharing one personal favorite. Gatero to it can be from Hollywood, Bollywood, Brookwood.
Me my favorite movie.
My favorite movie me the movie not say ta bechara movie ram to mip day movie. Not really, yeah. Wow. Yeah. Scandalous. How about K-drama?
KITI Gashwega.
No. KITI Gashwega. Kaye. My favorite cinema. I watch a movie. I like it.
The memory of mine. No way. I needed it. That was a good movie.
No.
Nothing. Yeah.
Blank me that tonga chachi.
Menna. Okay. The last movie guys stay. Chimna.
No movie tara mata.
TikTok na guys down. YouTube na guys down. Okay, in your free time no more. Tup aluya ni thesno chatji time do mo. What are you doing?
I was always reading stuffs.
What are you reading?
Gajuji quotes lo gajelo. Anzumra?
Nah. Singles in front of me?
Me?
Me. What do you do in your free time? Okay, nimchi Sunday off, day off na
I sleep.
Sleep okay, namlong.
Namlong yeah. To 6 to 8.
That day off na the free time.
Day off se I the solo the nam day off.
Okay, least busy day.
Question.
Least busy day. Yeah, the atichimo relax with this me. What are you doing? What time are you waking up? Kachizomo.
9 na lelome.
Okay.
Alu dojime. Delera zaome.
Okay.
Delendaro logniome ngachingi aldanga timti golare chu anibra doso te kajibenimi. We listen to songs.
Okay. What songs are you listening to?
Darna ba ani gachilo ani ro Nepali ge songs do lamjungai dara mazime.
Mako sorry.
That like ani namsam gaingage.
Okay.
한참 쯤에 다 가이즈로.
지샤도 테니게 트로예가 songs.
아치레.
이나 얘가 songs out there. 지기 released.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know that. Did you know?
Released?
For movies na more separate.
I sang for my movies. 3 of my movies.
garena.
Anale gave up.
그지 왜?
Because me rogi donga ten 좀 해봤대.
탱고만 넣어대.
I do 해봤대 teams. I cannot perform.
Only on camera, yeah.
Only on camera and studio nedo too, because I know nobody's watching me. But
stage right to me.
Tim tebe zuschreiben.
Stage right to where?
The MC this the best women.
Da besube godama de group me da besube. Te per motson tok
Okay, that's the secret. That's the secret.
me. They
My energy.
line je.
Born with oina.
What is that Lekzin?
No. Wait, and the wrong ime ang apin me.
No. I need the orange juice.
Apple juice.
Apple juice. Okay. So movies na that's yega interesting stories like I asked that yega any funny memorable stories. Example, one day shooting or camera lens J with an iPhone or shoot be anything like that. Whatever. I'm just making up shit right now. Okay.
The true question answer now I wonder. Oh, ngami to watch the Jimmy don't
Boring things is it?
Because set na jore lo gangam then I'm home. That's it. But I sleep a lot on set, especially during ani Maulinchin time nadi. I can like sleep standing. I never like need to and maybe body tired Joe and some but I have no interesting stories. Oh shit.
What?
I'm the most boring person.
Dissect the way
blank bed of messing I mind him Kasbigang situation selection.
Gotta be date like Chigi Dzongkha gotta be movie got Matsuya Himalaya Legend Day or
Himalaya Legend Day. Me
Himalaya ekdam.
Tingalo me.
Tu ngal no le Dzongkha am chi de jimi mo so nga chi interesting chi tenash like example watermelon love Dzongkha na Sasadi mo we got a new last Sasadi interesting top chi de like chi ga chi after everyday use mimi
I'm so boring
example another like watermelon Dzongkha na ga chi mo yeah che test bag me kichu de
apukuto me
ne apukuto di anime street name
yeah what? Me. Karbuza.
Karemuza.
Karemuza ina. Karbuza me.
Okay, let us know in the comments. Okay, but I think it's Karemuza.
Ninja names.
Oh, it's Karemuza.
Karemuza.
Then I some like pool snooker le moroch to mena. Tek Krishna. Gondo tek.
Gondo teta.
Azum jinos.
Ki. Gondo teta.
Ani light. Ani tube light lo. Kachelo log me teta. What the hell? I think you mean dum. Ani youth ke Dzongkha to maki mi darani me no me se. This it doesn't. It looks so ugly. He me ani kachelo log me teta zimi demo. Me no. Andi benga direct long. Tikachim. mo jong ser par per sur per lo ani snooker gi ani
na
snooker gondo
ball imo ani
snooker package tosh
but drup this such problem there I think Dzongkha admission commission or whatever khonsu gara transit bin drive no gara transit bin drive
universal ming di mo universal bera jam te da kachlang universal football lo coffee lo
dele questlongada like internet yongdel but yongdel stamme ngalop accent yongdel dele jutin is a word which we know but ngora jutin tame gailong movie na jamslong
yeah movie na ngagi labnimi ani movie na lunga chi call gi scenes on beodalu hello se malablo la se lablo la se ani di de mi de act beodalu de mi de call to hello la woman la se milava de so atsi andu andi
I hate this made up word and Dzongkha commission so me mi sugi so zuni atsi part ju mo mashi kichin ne kapchi tenga dongdep
oh yes
it doesn't exist mi so zuni it doesn't exist the deviation Instagram 그래서 뭐 사치고 gram 되게 좀 gram
insta
빠야 사치고 빠답스야
atsi andu
TikTok 되게 뭐 택택
TikTok ki mi
마신데 저거 온다 같이 좋다기도야
아우 자다
Now
닐랑
it's the same genre to me no words much at the end I have no idea
interesting
me hi me go and then you see me beba so what's the point of having all those ani
and but Dzongkha mo like chunga like difficult for me to learn and that time internet doesn't show me that the internet distraction that also the culture no thala bi Dzongkha very difficult
Yes.
So 동답 나라 마지 텍텍 나야 마지 그치라다.
가시진 가시다는 없이.
책이
BBS
책이 튜브 돼.
YouTube.
책이 튜브 나기 튜브. 업 채널 3 나선 프로그램스 뭐매?
Educative homeless 데베다
정말
아나기 콘텐츠도 치카 인기나 예미데스 오메바. 다니기라 homeless 노메. 아루 갔다로 인기라 하고 오메바데. 다니니 노서메 안나라 탄조도 메미나. 대마 도레몬 템다디 힌디 감칠랍니.
나 알두바스 감 힌디 빠베 된 두다.
But I don't let my son watch Hindi and so.
나. 뭐 버치를 모니터디 병가 알고 있다위나.
Benidi biong.
나 거기 같이 뭐 톱.
Tomda. Snowy and Skylar, Tyler, Snowy and Tyler.
같이 뭐 cartoon 뭐 미모.
Cartoon.
cartoon story도 해.
Story 안좀 episode biong.
네, 오케이. 대체 알루기 집에서 마마 아니 걸 합실도 계실라면 마. 그다음에
사실 거기 fatty TVs 이미지 있다는 거 주의와. ngadi hemadi manwa ani kitski content ra imese nga tai matasi then analu the so many words where nyalu gela bela mama you bitch then he was using this F word.
Oh shit. Any game over. Game streamers 아세나.
streamers memes anime mote we gara ani dusi.
미미라메요. 오케이.
te anzume ngai ta udan devi use be somehow. te ni charogi ni scale up deba anti chugi ani anti annual labse te labse a chu so go gon labse ni alugi develop ram labse tam ngaragu labda shi chwate this bitch and F words
long metaphors
me che da now he doesn't
content and monitor the begoyme
and the
very impressionable.
Yes,
very impressionable. Actually the earliest memories the play shaman core na is sakja.
tu labni jin le shadu gane mala diga ji pick up biga no
then I just remember that Benny Lash do this, but we tend to do the things which you're not supposed to do. Like, yeah, to be more to hustle long, tama nine long. Time na nye, many more special hub, catch hub ni TV tade. Then I share the kick social media. So how can we tell the kids to do otherwise? So beat them. Daniel.
예, 아직 sorry, police tama 내가 뭐 NCWC tama 내가 my way we were brought up that way.
Yeah, same.
So this gentle parenting is for gentle kids. ro lalu alu thoing ai jai ai da pagi chaule para mi pai te di chai mongo bes ai da pagi ro ana du pai mi pai kachira yu ti ni alu de nga ana de bachin dachile ana jida koge dachile ta ko je gachi be da so ani gentle parenting the gentle kids lui me ba mashidi gadibi thiga I know it's all my fault alu ani gadibi thiga I'm not saying yalu da to amchi me the didim he just attitude namza tingi bio me ba hyperactive oh my te ni family na de bunam sam mine dige ajim de chu ye bunam sam min dige so my mom ajim de chu kemi bechuram bechu se tato 4 days ika jo woi tato aba tantrum gadi shobe mangalunga to chimdalu kolo I was cooking for him ko male ondo labbe na me tantrum shobe telenga ani korean ge an taiba denga ge so analenga memzo me koi donkara koi labta kam shibra de divin ko na sami ani bede bade lelen nigi ni sonbe ma ko garage jijibindi ani be thesi se labde bade so ani be do very difficult.
Hema chunga hyper evade. The igal kam chita kam sotam asisi technique and moto try be demena. Nimchi asisi hyper debe 12 damjai. The ani it worked because 10-30 minutes na catch up tipza energy gars also. Wow. I'm not saying it works but it wouldn't hurt. Mapmashi lagadu dana.
Chettri 디보다 니 알루기디 아니 bedam 잡다 나날고 담메시 때 아니 맞고 제 남자 띵이 ngai ko godam 잡아진 나날레 mama you don't come in 저 거기 godam 잡메 암지 띵이 두 때가 되빈 the apa ngai co-parenting 비용 the apa besa tamdalo apa gidida at the most 2 hours chiga 되던 또 아니가 남이 sam이 pamper baby 알루디 오마갈레 머로 집에 온도 되간데 나라라 인생 ngai ran 아빠도 또 아따라지가 되니 민디 they just meet for a few hours
and give whatever he wants. Like,
no 까치고 오는 셈이 진짜 then he thinks that I'm the bad person. Mama, I hate you. 디건래 안나 힙메데 거를 뭐 까우지 바부 칩마 칩집에 끼 not done. 공합 체랍 친.
good cop, bad cop's time more last. 힘이 bomb 줘도 하고도 맨날.
bomb 줘도 하고도. 내가 고 마시면 뭔 거야 말해.
Okay, let's talk about food. Actually, in the podcast setting, we talk about favorite snacks more. So, she lays the nigga. Lays. She favorite, Lays color.
같이 사도.
But the yeah, some kind of color garo do, but $25 I'm do she big boy, big bill.
카차 유민이 빅뱅인가 돼. Blue lace.
Rena. It's always the blue. Okay, blue for the win. Okay. Then chimna dinu toga the aludi the upper base me toga. She free time me. The TV tari did go jada mo me tai some mo. Kachi zo snacks like kachira free a more time regardless of money and chef yellow cook baby chili jimmy. Kachi zo na so.
Coca.
Oh, gasm fried.
No.
Boiled.
Chube. Cheese lu vegetables atlu.
The shalunga shamlu.
Nga.
Vegetarian.
The best thing about LBT na dream na nga anale.
Vegetarian ase.
Yes.
Kondo zonga.
Kondo chamsong.
Okay. So how long has it been vegetarian then?
Not very long.
Yeah, okay.
It's not even a month. Before I married, I was a vegetarian for 12 years.
Yeah.
Then after I got married, then I started eating ani sabe. The LBT nale became a vegetarian again.
Okay, so that the name coca di meal. Let's say now shung lo mo. The shelo me to. The last day is on. Final meal. Kachiro sa to me.
Mas te coconut lubezão.
Coconut. The question drink
green tea.
Okay.
Yes.
Green tea and coca with to.
Yes.
And to biamchi.
To dole gi easy bachin manzão.
That's satisfied.
Yes.
Then next life.
Yep.
Wow, simple woman. Okay, if you want to impress, Choyang, chimna kiba, coca chita, green tea, the best way to impress me more. Very nice. Okay, anything you want to ask us? By the way, any interviews, it's a podcast conversation.
Any interesting?
Like life na interesting gachi mabe bate so.
So much need did the gachi biro.
Yeah, they tell you life na most interesting thing in a week.
In a week, yeah.
That week na lu most funny interesting thing gachi happened be.
Most time is small and some number.
Delhi.
This week, yeah. This week good subchirain there. This we're shooting recording this on a Tuesday.
Okay. I've got a question. Okay, what are your plans for February 14th?
Today no some tamas mo. Kanchi mo.
합도
Rende men mo.
Rende.
Right, tumble out. Gem.
Konigi girlfriend's guy ni tata.
Sorry, me to chinyo.
Most likely, I need to get a match. Nazi, Michi Gambe, daughter said, no, Monona, she shame.
Distance.
Shada.
Wait, the Rugi the garage, you were Shada.
And Malay missed him, Makam that. That's a Malay meaning.
So sad.
But interesting thing which happened recently, the Bangkok, 2 weeks they will away. The Bangalore, at least I know me like we have a lot to develop GitHub wise, not just with infrastructure and thing, but not
human resource management.
Like example, like even like
customer
care. After I complained, like that, like one instance was last week we went out to eat. Get order big, but my order big and British thing to bond this. I said. Malaysian lapchi and I order mabe lapchi. The moi bailos. I said mabe me kushlo ni beef ki leinlos. I said first of all mo. I shrimp ki lein beef ra go to me mo. The mo ki lena le mo nga mistake nga leinlos. Then nga benalo because otherwise nga mistake di mogi thobe morgi selling the tonglo. So last night the argument was so that subject in back of the mind I thought customer is always right. Remember, customer is definitely wrong. Messi, the dorungalu guilt trip on top of that guilt. Yalama, danga she mazauchin, my salina tokongs, but like the part more the chicken come the smile baby more atichina more tats malam talk bomb. I'm not asking for that service also, but the extreme messy. I never do that. The pie one never do. So like mentality change because like. I think at certain point, Dubigi customer service garame, but it is chirtang, taking from a glance, it's like, the right damn like Japan, I'm lose more, lonely, almost demo, by hep butter chip baby, consto bomb the yellow, smile baby, more God's muted bounce. Nadinamo, hap the china hepsin and pa, to order baby boom chiki party, book shichiba, benchy babe, jump give yame. So like, that means the differences. And then, Mas na heb dit normalize me jas no.
Very used to.
Training in me.
Kara me de chulab does me training me no. They're not paid enough. But then
but a sense of dignity of labor slam and I took to Kaba Australia here. The more odd job blue collar job this slash me. They're getting some are getting paid really well, some are getting paid really okay, but the job doesn't change. It's still hard labor mena. But kontus bright to do mena I lie. I'm earning it me. The kontus so if you can have the same mindset here, whether it be an actor, or whether it be a rapper or a waiter or a parking fee collector or like Nazumemo, dignity labor you don't need to feel what you call like try to work as hard as you can in your job, and you can see it messy customer get a dongira. But guys now normalized the she guys back on the job to realize my God, how the difference in mentality not same members. So that's my interesting thing that I've picked up. What about you, Dorji?
No, February 14 no stand.
In Bay, like guess the kidding me. What are you doing on February 14th?
Nothing. I was thinking of taking my son for a date. We're going to a staycation long, yeah. One night, Bimichi somewhere, a nice resort, take a cake, and
nice.
So yes, that's my plan.
Do you have time for yourself? Alu kushuni. Apa chika yabda chita charles outing beru gathering jibeni.
Me ngajuni because ngai alu ajugi taung madel. Aju chimna dionu. He has been my biggest support.
Nice.
Ngan career ani be build betumi de ruko. Ko chimna am tuzumbe alu ta ani dionu.
Nice.
And then I don't cook most of the time. He will always have something prepared for me when I come home. So kogi tan dige. Ngadi junior chika va debuda hemajui 2024 na in 24 ki beginning 23 ki end na I got divorced. So 24 ki anal since that went all out. Oh my God.
Share yeah, shit sushi.
Ngara to no stand the roiru. I don't sleep no. It's either I'm working or I'm out with my friends. Anzumbe. Hamchi level na. And then I know because of that a lot of image halamchi. So ani me ini dengara bihiba mo takade binte me labra. So after that 2025 I spent my whole year building PR. I met people, I talked with them. Kongi gachila megata ideas gachi zumdu kongina ngaragi nale anim chila bachin kongi diluka debe ani beumega take beumega. So 2025 ani now 2026 implementation.
Wow.
So yes. That chiga jogo imene ani chiga jore gajbin de chachi tu then there's a dance anim jo then chiga gadim chi joi lu anim ji go hebade. 아니 랍데 아니 랍데 목이 몰로 아니 랍데 목이 콜로 아니 랍데 목이 칠로 아니 랍데 so ngara china tikchibe dio bachinde di nyingo be mino goemi goe gae ani be
the reason I like going out is like Charles gara chelo chance yo the geruju chanda with them when we make jokes like the psycho bed the next day
ngachigi simra imebade but tame chiga ju ani be beoda ngagi group chiga ju be ani be lo anim zona dale
같이 캡이야 돼.
미 케디 미라비 나루 케 때로 가지고 안 좀베 때 오케이 미 당아 차투 아마 드레인 나라바 아니 더브디 연 삼 미게 가 유면나 저 저스티베 공이 투밥 멤버
감센스도 힘에 보면은
네 아니 배워진 이라비 아니 땅 안좀 지나 배워진 랍골라비 나루 초다면서 타이다 유면나 엄마시 베로 유면나 데버들로 아니딘 마베 go there okay sometimes I don't even dress myself ani bra hunyo ani kam chapal che chu bi hunyo
okay
so ani be jo charge to ha hi se lo chila then I come back home na bale lo
오메야
na bale tiomba but da ni dige oni mesno ni time na di
but then chera if you're not doing anything which you're not supposed to the kono zo me
me iniri but the law is about me no so ani be atiti di ani joma ba but it's okay now that ani hemagi law me a year ago gi law me it doesn't bother me anymore the dangani be bene mi jogoe me no 사치디 아니면 봐 내가 지 해마 teenage be do dilin that college ki time na ani be mo before you get married god everybody doing that ani that
Joshua
oh ngai 2024 5 na 4 the 5 ki ani beginning na do mi ki life ti ro ani ga ime ba before they get married they do that no ani be jo charo da chiga shi I never did that
you never got a chance
so ani be after I got ani separated ani jo be dilin chachi ani be all out jo
yeah no that's bego the way
so
you don't need to feel the things
it's okay to enjoy
me but I accept it ngai busy me di I won't lie
because me if you really want to more 상계고 놓치는데 뭐 진대죠 남자값에는 세마치나 튄다 되다지 and then at the end of the day more if you're focused on your fun and your friendship more then next chimjo next day chiglu more 이루로 mag go진 which means these people are not enjoying their night day cheta 되도 매 거라기 enjoyment 꼬자
어디야 한숨나 플라트 아츠리디 배우면나 되어요
배운데 배운 것이 매변이 otherwise 봐 것이 들데 봐 따이즈인데 치 것도 미가 왜 줘요 제 가사 창카나 토이 제 골라 맙지긴데 남매삼에 것도 돈배 레터지 따 뭐 같이 에코치 바베 심나 똑똑 배워주냐 돼뭐 다블리스 배지 so I don't know how you think but ngagira tedmo chantam what지 you sometimes I overdrink and I botrilo gamigumlo lap jomo I'm like jalla next day word is it's called anxiety hangover the anxiety 같이 지겠어기 연지비 연이비 내가 one day no is yalama look at some example nga 같이 주로 we went out me to I assume chantu to de no mo to nga bobrilo mi gar donga gar gata no me nga demindu no next day abuna mocha at the end of the day mo nga bobrilo mi do to me sugi funny fine baby mo 10 minutes jakuli jig jones and then they'll focus on their own lives next day do no me on we 같이 사이버들이 막 the 10 minutes later no stand they have their own problems they have their own shit to think about and if they're thinking about other people's problems more than their own more then that's also another big problem so I don't even know timing so
I'll embarrass myself
no it's okay to embarrass yourself because at the end of the day does it really matter and the word more my identity is hurting
for example the mi gagi mabi mi lach be do chime mo that cha to party jo being hanging out with friends flirting boyfriend girlfriend husband wife divorce rejoin garagi be wandi so why should we be talking to
me google baby mo ya maheb me shemigi mapta amsudi amako sense then no one's there to judge and even if you do it doesn't matter this is your life to more you have face your own consequences let people focus on their own shit tam at the end of the day shoot more next life thing guy samege tamidu se samege na demidu samege thaalabi more sang geuchin den more but then we will not even be in this moment man
yes
okay that's
nice
all
wisdom.
thank you for my TED talk
Nice
okay wisdom. I'll be back all right then let's have a last thing the topic of discussion then we'll wrap up the pod Noli you want to ask something or you want to talk about something
I got you but 가데베로 안 초양데 한번 last year 뭐 시시
okay talk about how you met in bed
맞지 아니 캠프 지대바 touching the 남이 다나 체주인 체기답다 if you know about that
ngaidi ko namdo ngai ngai di mana che ni di che ngaji teuda ngai chu namjir duchega ani gar ngaji ani sessions besa last nalo ani bonfire na jab thim da jamchi ngai ko notice
No la mes.
Allah introduce be batimo ani ga jamchi ani ime so touching the earth thing ngaji zongsa jami cancer muchigi under ani ro it's one of his project so datuna Bhutan lo be chindi tuko uzin dale Rabsel khoni ge lead bedo so ani touching the earth so it's basically 10% dharma and 90% fun you should have tuko uzin and Rabsel.
I've asked tuko uzin the whole 2 months ago did we and then the top modelo so maybe I'll ask again but
so,
yeah
and we met so basically ngachi you to
engage
engage beja not necessarily dharma activities na engage sha simema so and the chichu gila nalo
okay the Dorji upcoming what you guys have in plan
like hema ngachi silent walks pay the recent ngachi ani barter bazaar lambi
maybe more
which was a huge success by the way I wasn't there
like everyone donated their clothes books kachi beru then power me so they can take it and barter it for something good like and kitab goni launch okay you do something positive plant a flower anzumchi for example so anzumbe like it's positivity spread benigime then we also have silent walks sometimes like sauchna jo you don't talk at all so you just walk to a location so if you guys are interested post this pyomyangachi members the sunday
IG name or
touching the earth is on IG so if you guys are interested please look into it there
all right
join us.
My last question is not like deep man though. It's a deep one. She thought a look love the man that she liked ko bomb jo da ai tan chi tombe la be second be one way. So let's when your child eventually grows up and he can smart enough to talk about articulate his feelings more and when people ask ai more kazumie or let's say you're long past by then more aludi more kechutebe. How was your mother how would you like to be described?
I want him to think of me as a kind person.
Okay, let's example chigi alugi point of view.
Oh,
my mom was
kind. She would never harm anybody intentionally or unintentionally. Moge rolo harm maybe, and she was always there for me or everybody that was around her. So that's it. I think ngalu life nalu excuse me, life no purpose wrong anyway say the mendo. But I want my son to think that I was the most harmless person. I'll never think ill of any other any anzumbe sinome.
Okay, that's nice. What about you, Nola? Your imaginary child who think about you as how would you like to be known? Yeah, talk to yourself as Nola Zachik Jr. Okay, how was Zachik Senior?
Mashete apa cool today sinabemo not bad today koro mambe matsuru ku itsagen bebe yemna hanin chichidi nga hago tsobe samchi to like he tried his best somchi yeah
Okay, fine, fair enough.
Hello.
Okay, lasso.
no some danger was
I don't know. That's not question join.
yeah but
like Coco taimena Coco taiga. Coco na lang mana. How would you like to be remembered? We die twice in life, remember? Once when we die, and once when the last person forgets about you. Remember me.
don't talk to me which song.
How would you like to remember? Long the movie na de. That's not style Asian be. Mortality way. How would you like to be remembered? He was a nice guy. He tried his best. Okay, let's wrap up the pod. And you do it, you dig last, sorry. Now there's audience young here. Many of them are in high school or college, and then they look up to you, and then they like this new idea of, because at time there wasn't really an idea of like a public figure or influencer or a star or celebrity concept. Not same there were they. Now I think you guys are in this position. So, what would you say to the young boys and girls who are watching this who wants to be, let's say, Kettaberu, social media? Okay.
No, because what I think is that everybody talks about Gekha Biergetanigi, but gekhab yergi devra phale ground jin nale mo mi phidu chi da ni gi ko che bi ge gekhab yergi mi jo adala like you said first ani thinking de yergi tang be upgrade be go be and only education can do that se no manga gi education e dato na azim shami education e ga go be mema learning never stops me bate you keep on reading stuffs there's so many stuffs to read about sometimes school na lera myo me be ani gara so dato school na yumi college na yumi I think or even delay time it's not too late to upgrade yourself your knowledge your wisdom the gara ani book na la dhisha shab to bate not on TikToks or and some social ngache ge jimi swandi ngache the movie chi 20 ma to chi the mi ma jonde ana jump nga mi safe baby 20 me an zumbe be watching lo chi me the movie chi be the chelo labja jin ze oda di mi to yamos so that's why I really want I just want to say that you study especially running knowledge the atra updated pe jabachin ani lujum image no me in the long run then karam the enough pesata sai digane taru garela me bade job me thobe gachi me los te ma cha di homa chin gai ji job gai mi jima te if you're the last always try to be better first thema suru mo second third mo ani bra ongo te malia if you want something good or big to happen in your life ngagi di ani be nga regret be ume so that's why I'm saying ngagi gokap yudam ma be takara the cha alu chika ma drik ba be ge ati gokabe mindu so you me to please read study stay in school takadim chilam da
okay nice
but che mo miss judu zulo la me da to 30 la majul it's not over yet okay
but daddy ani change room ma de purpose change room ma de life game chungku chi ro
but you have your whole life ahead of you so that's mo jumadu
maseme to namshing now she's watching
now she's searching now she's but the probability is very less possibly yes probably no okay all right thanks for coming we enjoyed it and thank you for making time we enjoyed it I think it was a fun conversation hopefully if you guys enjoyed let us know in the comments the juramo I couldn't offer more than hot water but give this to I always say last night if you want to promote anything so example single engine we have a new song check it out follow me on Instagram follow me on TikTok anything to promote floor is yours
so my most recent work the Lotus Born Trail kajalo lebe Pema junigi junlamdi so Analo stories on the way and then interesting communities that she love those so we'll keep everything updated la so Ani please follow us on TikTok on Instagram and on Facebook as well yes
alrighty and then stay tuned for our new movie as a lost sex worker. Let's find out what happens.
Wow. What a way to end.
That's how you told me.
That's why I'm not even like I can't even like
threading here.
Threading here because they want to show the real and no makeup, nothing,
Okay. Looking
all hairy.
Okay.
No, my eyebrows. Okay, my eyebrows.
Watch Choyang as a hairy sex worker coming soon in 2026. Okay, thank you to the podheads. Look up. Thank you, podheads. Thank you for supporting, and thank you to our podhead pro, Pema Samdrup, Tanun Poops, and Rabsel Lhendup. We appreciate your support. Okay, with that being said, see you on the next episode. Okay. Juna, just one clap to go. Just one clap, man. Okay. 3, 2, 1.